Hi all, today we start discussing section 5 subgroups. Before we go into define subgroup, we have some notations and terminology that we have adopted in this chapter on this section onwards. That is, we do not use the special symbol star to denote the binary operation on group. That means if we are following this symbol A star B to denote this the product, this the element assigned for this a comma b, and now onwards we use this symbol as ab, just the juxtaposition a and b. This is the we usually consider this as the multiplicative notation. So instead of writing a star b, we simply write ab from this section onwards. So please note that if a and b are the elements of group G, G is a group, then AB denotes A star B. So we are not going to write this star symbol always in between A and B. So we, for the convenience, we write AB. We remove the star in between this A and B. Still, the meaning of AB is the element assigned by if this AB is mapped as C, then this is the meaning. We denote this situation as AB is equal to C. Okay, so please note this convention. These algebras follow this convention for groups. The next convention is we write a raised to 0 in a group. That means that is equal to identity element. So we denote a raised to identity element by a raised to 0, or any element x belongs to G. X raised to 0 denotes the identity element, and a raised to 1 is A itself. And a raised to minus 1 means that the inverse of A, and that is we usually denoted that inverse by A prime. Now onwards we use that as A inverse. And A square is A star A. This is the A square is a symbol for A star A, or we can write AA 2 times with the first convention. And similarly A cube means AAA. A operate A star A 3 times, so that is AAA. And similarly A minus 2, A raised to minus 2 denotes the square of the A inverse of A. Okay, operate inverse of A 2 times, that is the meaning of this. Or you can denote this as inverse of A square. A square, inverse of A square is also denoted by this A minus 2, or these two quantities are the same. That means A inverse operate 2 times, that is the meaning of this. That means A inverse. Okay, so these are the other next convention that we have adopted. And using this you can easily get the meaning of A minus 2, A5. So what is the meaning of this in a group? In a group, this means A minus 1, A minus 1. That is A inverse. Operate A inverse 2 times. That is A minus 2, and operate A 5 times. Okay, so that is the meaning of this. You can associate, as in due to this associative property of the group, you can associate it in any manner. So first you associate this to things, then you can get A inverse. The bracket will be identity element, because A inverse A, when you operate this, that will be identity element. So then we have 4 elements remaining. Then you can associate any of these 2 elements. Then you can get EA, that is E star A, that is A itself. So that will give A inverse A 4 times. Now you can associate this. Okay, that is again E. So E is EAA, and again associate this. Then you will get A 3 times. So this is A cube. Okay, so A minus 2, A5 means A cube. So simply this exponential rule holds in this group as well. If we add equipped with these convention, then you can write A minus 2 into A raised to 5, that is A raised to minus 2 plus 5, that will give A raised to 3. So this the same rule, this same exponential rule can be used in group as well with these conventions. Now we have a definition. If G is a group, then the order it is denoted by mod G. So this is what we call the cardinality. You can write it as cardinality of G. This is also called order of G. Okay, the order this of G is the number of elements in G. Okay, so this order of G is also denoted by hash of G. like the cardinality hash of G, or you can use the symbol this. Okay, so these are the symbol for or cardinality of G, and cardinality of G is called the order of G. Okay, so this please note this symbol, order of G. Now you can define subgroup. A subset H of a group G is called is closed under the binary operation of G, and if H with the induced operation from G is itself a group, then H is a subgroup of G. Okay, that means for example, if you consider a group R under addition, we have already discussed what is this group, and if we consider this group, and we can, this is a set of all real numbers, and if we choose set of all set of all positive integers of this real numbers, we can consider this as a subset of our this real numbers. Okay, so this consists of the Z plus is nothing but set of all the positive integers 1, 2, 3, etc. So these are the natural numbers in fact. Now you can also denote this by n, and if you consider this as a subset of R, which is a subset of R, and if we can use the same operation on this. Okay, so in fact this plus R under addition means this plus is a binary operation from R cross R to R. So that is the meaning of this plus. Okay, plus is a binary operation from the set R cross R to R. But if you consider the same binary operation, we can consider this plus as a binary operation on this. What is the meaning of this? We assign an element 3 to this. Okay, 1, 2 is mapped to 3. That is the meaning of this binary operation. Okay, 3 is assigned to this 1, 2, and the same thing can be used here. Okay, the same argument can be used here. Then 1, 2 can be assigned by this 3. Okay, but as a so this Z plus can be considered as a structure with the binary operation plus. But when you consider this algebraic structure, this plus is not the same as this plus. Even though they assign the same thing for this 1, 2, this 1, 2 is assigned by 3, here also 1, 2 is assigned by 3, but still this plus is not same as this plus, because when you consider this plus as a binary operation on Z plus, then that is a function from Z plus cross Z plus to Z plus. Okay, here this plus means it is a function from Z plus cross Z plus to itself. To this Z plus, but here we can consider this plus as the binary operation from R cross R to R. Okay, as a function or as a binary operations, this plus is not same as this plus, even though they assign the same value for every pair in this collection. Okay, so we are using the same rule to assign the elements for ordered pairs. Okay, still this is not the same binary operation, because the domains of two functions are different. Okay, in this case we call this plus is the induced, this plus is the induced operation of this plus. Okay, that is the meaning of induced binary operation. That means we use the rule to assign the elements for this these ordered pairs from this plus. Okay, that means the rule is same, but the domains of these two binary operations are different. Okay, such operations, such an operation is called induced operation. So if we use a subset, if we have a subset of this R and we use the same rule to define a binary operation, then that binary operation is not the same binary operation, and that binary operation is called induced operation. Okay, if this is G and this is our subset H, then we can say that this H, this is a plus comma plus is the subset with the induced operation from G. Okay, so if we consider a subset Z plus with the induced operation from group G, and we can verify with respect to this binary operation, this Z plus is a group. Okay, if you consider this algebraic structure with the say induced binary operation this plus, then we can see that this is not a group, because this structure has no identity element. Okay, so if we choose another subset Z plus union singleton set 0, and we use the induced operation plus over here, then we can see that identity element is there, still it is not a group, because if 1 belongs to Z plus, then what is the inverse? 1 inverse, this denotes the inverse of 1, so this is equal to minus 1, that is not an element of that. This is just a symbol, this is not 1 by 1, this means the inverse element of 1, so the only possible inverse element is minus 1 with respect to this plus. Okay, so minus 1 is not an element of Z plus union, this is union 0. Okay, so even though it contains identity element, it does not contain the inverse elements for its elements. Okay, so still we can consider this is not a group, and after if we next we choose Z, set of all integers under addition. Okay, this under addition means this is an induced operation from this group G. Okay, and this is a group. So we can say that you can easily verify that this is a group. Then we can say that this Z is a subset of R, and along with the induced operation of R, that means induced operation from R means we use the same rule of this addition in this Z also. Okay, with respect to that induced operation, this structure form a group or subset form a group. Then this subset is called, then we can call this Z as a subgroup of R. Okay, so this is the meaning of the subgroup. A subgroup means it's a subset. H is a subset of a group G along with the induced operation. This H is itself. Okay, this is not G. This is a close induced operation from G, and H with the induced operation from G is itself a group. Then we can say that this H is the subgroup of G. For example, we can consider set of all integers is a group of subgroup of set of all real numbers. In similar fashion, you can get another subgroup of real numbers as Q under addition. Okay, set of all rational under addition is a subgroup of this R real as well. And we are going to use a new symbol. This is not a new symbol, but we use this symbol less than or equal to denote the subgroup. Okay, in this case we write not only the subset, it is a subgroup, so this denotes the subset of R, and this, if you write like this, we can say that Z is a subgroup of R. Okay, the one thing is obvious here, the binary operation of Z is nothing but that is the operation induced from the binary operation of R. Okay, similarly you can write Q is a subgroup of R. Okay, that means R under addition is a group, and Q under addition is also a group with the same rule. Then we can consider this Q as the subgroup. Okay, similarly we can get R star under R star under R star means, what is R star? R star is set of all real numbers minus singleton Z0. If you remove the 0 element from this, you can get this one. Okay, this is a group under usual multiplication. R star under multiplication is a group. Okay, now you can consider this Q plus or Q star. Q star is nothing but the set of all non-zero rational numbers from real numbers. So this is a under multiplication is again a group. Then we write this is a Q plus is a Q star is a subgroup of R star. Okay, now we consider an interesting fact. We know that R under addition is a group. We know that this is a group, but we also know that Q plus, we have already discussed, Q plus under multiplication is a group. These two entities are independently form a group. Okay, group. And we have Q plus is also a subset of R plus as well. But we cannot write Q plus is a subgroup of R plus. Okay, that means this is not a subgroup of, this is not true. Okay, this is because here the operation used here is not the induced operation from this R plus, because here the operation is the rule assigned, the rule used to assign 1 2 is 3 here. Here that is 1 plus 2, but the same thing if you use 1 2 in this structure, we assigned this 1 2 as 2 itself, because 1 into 2 is 2. So these two operations are not the same, because this assign these operations assign different elements for the same pair. Okay, so in this case we cannot consider this Q plus is a subgroup of R, even though it is a subset. Okay, so this is the meaning of a subgroup. Now we have a subgroup of G. If G is a group, then G is again a subset of G itself, and we can use the same operation or induced operation on this subset. Then we can get G as the subgroup of G itself. Okay, and since this G is a subgroup of G itself, and this G is called the improper subgroup. Okay, improper subgroup of G. That means every group G has exactly one improper subgroup, that is G itself. Okay, all other subgroups are called proper subgroups. Okay, if G has a subgroup which is not equal to G, then that subgroup is called proper subgroup. And if we consider any group G, then we can easily consider the singleton element, singleton set E, the identity element. Okay, and we know that this is also a group induced with the binary operation of G. Okay, so this is called this singleton set E is called trivial subgroup. Trivial subgroup. That means every group G contains at least these two subgroups. One is a trivial subgroup and another is improper subgroups. Okay, so all other subgroups are called non-trivial. All other subgroups are called non-trivial. Non-trivial. Okay, that means only the trivial subgroup is this, only the improper subgroup is this. Okay, so the subgroups other than this singleton set E and G are called proper non-trivial subgroup. Okay, so every group G has trivial subgroup and improper subgroup, but we are not expecting the proper non-trivial subgroups. Okay, so the all other subgroups, all subgroups other than the singleton set E and the whole group G is called the proper non-trivial subgroups. Now let's see some interesting subgroups or interesting groups and subgroups. We know that a set of all complex numbers under addition is a group, then real numbers is a real number under addition is a subgroup of this. So R is a subgroup of C under addition. Similarly, C star, that is set of all non-zero complex numbers under multiplication is a group again. Then R star is set of all non-zero real numbers that under multiplication, that is also a group, and we have R star is a subgroup of C star. You need to verify all this as an exercise. So these are say subgroups, and if you consider C star again, if you take set of all complex numbers Z belongs to C or C star such that this modulus of Z is equal to 1. Okay, if you consider this is G, then clearly G is a subset of C star. because this G collects elements from C star itself, so this is a subset, and we know that it's a subgroup itself with respect to the induced operation or complex number multiplication. This is because if we have any two element z1 comma z2 belongs to G, then we can get z1 into z2. Modulus of this, that is same as mod z1 into mod z2. If these two elements are from G, then mod z1 is equal to 1, mod z2 is equal to 1. So this is also 1. We can say that the symbolize z1 into z2 is also an element of G. So this proves the closure property, or we can say that from this we can say that G is closed under, this is the closure property. That means this multiplication G is closed under the induced operation of C star itself. Okay, now you can evaluate the first axiom, the associativity z1 z2 into z3. This is same as z1 z2 z3. This because these are all complex numbers, therefore we can write z1 into z2 into z3. Okay, so this proves the associativity, that is the first axiom. And for the second axiom we have the identity element. This is the identity element. So this is z1 into 1. Okay, that is equal to 1 into z1, which is equal to z1 itself, and we know that 1 belongs to this G because modulus of 1 is 1 itself. So this establishes the existence of identity. Now we have G3, that the inverse. If Z belongs to this G, we know that 1 by Z exists. Okay, because Z belongs to G means Z belongs to C star, then 1 by Z exists. Then what is the modulus of 1 by Z? That is 1 by modulus of Z. That is equal to 1 by 1, which is equal to 1. This implies 1 by Z also belongs to G. Okay, so from this you can say that G is a subgroup of C star. Okay, now another example, if we take G as the set of all elements 1 I minus 1 minus I, or minus 1 minus I. If we choose these four elements, okay, so then we can say that this under the induced operation from C star, it's again a subset of C star because C star contains the non-zero complex numbers. So this contains exactly non-zero complex numbers 1I minus 1 minus I. And if you consider G along with the multiplication, then we can get it is a group. Okay, you can easily verify this using the group table, because it contains only finite number of elements. Then you can easily construct the group table. If G contains infinitely many elements, so it is not easy to construct the group table. So this is 1 I minus 1 minus I. This is 1 I minus 1 minus I. You can easily fill up with fill this boxes. This is 1 I minus 1 minus I minus 1 minus I, and here we can write I times I, that is equal to minus 1. I times minus 1 is minus I times minus I is equal to 1. Okay, now we can write minus times I, that is minus I, minus 1 times minus 1, that is 1, minus 1 times minus I, that is equal to I itself, and we have this minus I times 1, that is minus I times I, that is equal to 1, minus I times minus 1, that is equal to I, and minus I times minus I, that is minus 1. Okay, from this is the group table corresponding to this group G. If G contains a comparatively smaller number of elements, then you can easily construct the group table as well. Okay, now another interesting group structure is from this we call that as Klein 4 group. That means for this group we take four elements again, E, A, B, C, and we define this group using this group table, that is E, A, B, C here, and this is E, A, B, C. Okay, these are the elements of this group. Okay, now we define the binary operation of this group as this is E and A, B, C, A, B, C. Since this E is the identity element, then we can easily fill the first row and first column, and we define A as E and AB as C and AC as B. Okay, and similarly we write BAC equal to C and this CAC equal to B, BBC equal to E, and BC equal to A. This is A, this is E. So once you define or once you construct this table, you can verify all the axioms of the group. Okay, I'm not going to verify all this. You can verify the axioms: associativity, existence of identity, existence of inverse. The existence of inverse can be seen using this. If you take A here and observe the E element E in this row, and we can get A is equal to E, which shows that inverse of A is A itself. Okay, so in order to get the inverse of B, then we choose B here and observe the identity element of this row and corresponding element here. So B is equal to E, then B is again the inverse of B. Okay, so similarly inverse of E is C, inverse of C is C itself. Okay, so similarly you can verify the other axioms, the existence of identity, existence of associative property and all, and we can say that this is a group under this binary operation, and this is called a Klein for group. Okay, or any group with this property, any group with 4 elements. This V stands for the German word okay, where this the meaning of this is 4. Okay, so any group with 4 elements with the same binary or group table as this is called the Klein for group. That means if you have another set of elements 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1 and 0, 1, if you consider these 4 elements, this is in fact the cross product of 2 sets. That is set 0, 1, set 0, 1, cross set 0, 1. So this can be considered as a set, and if you define a binary operation on this set, okay, by taking 0, 0 here, 1, 0 here, 0, 1 here, and 1, 1 here, and 0, 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0. This is 0, 1 and 1, 1, and if you construct a binary operation table with these properties, this property says this is 0, 0, and you can define a binary operation in this manner, and this forms exactly same group table of this, and verify that this is a group, and you can get the same if we replace the naming as if we replace this A by this 1, 0 and B by 0, 1 and C by this 1, 1, you can get the same table. Okay, that means these two structures are the same. Okay, or these are isomorphic structures. So we can call this group as also a Klein for group. That means any group with 4 elements exactly the same, with the exact same group table is called the Klein for group. Okay, so this is the nice example, but this is not same as this algebraic structure, because if you compare these two algebraic structure, we can say that these are different. Okay, because if you name all these, if you take any type of correspondence here, E goes to 1, I goes to A, and minus 1 goes to B, and minus I goes to C, then we cannot expect the same thing, because in this we can say that A square is equal to B square is equal to C square is equal to the identity element, but in this structure this 1 square not equal to I square. Okay, I square is minus 1 and 1 square is 1, these are not equal. So this means squares of all the elements of this group is identity, but that is not same is here. So if you replace any type of correspondence here, then you cannot expect the same group table, because if you construct any table with the you construct the binary operation or group table with any correspondence, this diagonal must be the same. Okay, so if you consider this one, you can easily get this diagonal entries are the same. Not only the diagonal entries, all the entries are the same with this correspondence. But if you are taking any correspondence from this to this, you cannot expect such a property. So these two structures are non-isomorphic structures, but these two structures are isomorphic. So we call these are Klein-Fork groups, but this is not the Klein-Fork group.